Now why? When it comes to letting things, there's a delay. Let's do this for the rain. Hopefully that will work. Okay. It's frozen. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, sorry guys. When it comes to letting things go, it's a huge inconvenience, right? It's very frustrating and things accumulate. Therefore, our service allows people to conveniently remove and repurpose their unwanted items. We are all about convenience, even when it comes to lifting those heavy items that are really hard to get rid of. So, let's talk about the market. We are complementing the market in the moving industry, which is over $85 billion, and we're really focused on LA County right now. In regards to how it works, well, a customer goes onto our app and they schedule a scoop. And from there, we come to retrieve those items. We take those items back, we resell, recycle, and donate them on behalf of the customer. And then on a clean dashboard, the customer is able to get their tax receipt, their reward points, and know how many things they let go in terms of pounds, keeping textiles out of landfills. So, how do we make money? Well, Scoop starts at $25. It is a premium service where we focus on helping the customer again when they need us most. We also focus on pricing per furniture piece as well as accessibility into the building. Is there a service elevator? Is there a loading dock? And what about the things again that aren't so bulky? Well, those clothes, we actually charge $5 per 25 pounds that we pick up. Now, one thing that's very interesting that we've noticed in customer discovery is people need a little bit more when it comes to letting stuff go and moving. So we actually have Scoop add-ons now, which includes packing as well as cleaning services. So at these hourly rates, you're actually looking at 2 people coming in to assist you right off bat. Our project so far has been to test in Los Angeles, where the average scoop is $225, and we've done more than pick up just clothes. We've done mattresses, couches, almost anything you name, we've did so far. Now, when we look at competition, again, most people at the end of the day, they really always want to let go of clothes. And so we find ourselves more so of a hybrid, where it's not really competition, it's more co-opetition. When you think of the nonprofits all the way to the consignment stores. We like to focus on nonprofits on the ground, but I know you're probably thinking there's Goodwill and Salvation Army, so that's why they're on there. But like I said, we really focus on the nonprofits that are helping people transition and make their lives better. So our go-to-market plans is to leverage partnerships as well as referral programs through real estate agents, through locations at the HOAs, and also leveraging ambassadors that are out in the community, making the Nextdoor app. Looking for people that also, as you guys mentioned, we know prices are raising, but what if you get some gently used furniture? And by the way, you can again contact us to see what's in our inventory, and we can move it on from there. So this is some of the things that customers state in regards to both of these individuals. Well, one's a business and one's a customer, actual individual, has stated that they really enjoy this. It's all about the customer experience, and they look forward to using us again. The team consists of myself with a background in business in the nonprofit sector, as well as my CTO, who has actually started his own company, and he specializes in AI, web, and mobile technology. Now, I want to show this picture because Tulani over here on the left, he got laid off, and he's actually one of our scoopers. And one thing, you guys always hear about the gig economy, and it can be very challenging. It's a lot of wear and tear on people in terms of sometimes they're only making $6 an hour. We actually focus on fair pricing with our scoopers, and that's something that I pride myself on, is how can we boost the economy, boost the community to actually pay people $18, $20, $25 an hour. And so far, we've been able to do that throughout our scoopers. So why now? Almost everyone has stuff that they need to let go of. You're probably thinking of your closet, your home, your garage, or even that storage unit. Stop wasting fees there and allow us to come scoop it. Also, again, we save people time and money. Oh, thank you. I got the timer right here. Okay, 1 minute. And our key audience is baby boomers, focusing on downsizing and really, again, letting stuff go. And then millennials that transition and move quite a bit and very, very often. So we're actually focusing on right now continuing to test our model, and starting next year, I will be raising institutionalized money. Again, we are enabled by tech, so we are a tech startup. And I really do hope to see you at a doorstep soon, or if you have a business, we'd like to see you there as well. And just remember that we are Scoop, and we are the better way to let stuff go.
want us to ask questions? Or do you
Yes,
like
you
to stay on a strict timeline?
No, you can ask questions.
I have a quick question about the proprietary nature of the company. What's stopping someone else from doing what you're doing? You know, what's behind the scenes that makes you so unique?
Right. So one thing I always was ashamed about in terms of being a double minority founder is like my background. I didn't work at Google. I'm a non-technical founder. And it took somebody to say, your background, when you talk about what you've done in the community and business, is first of all really key for this specific type of business in terms of how I'm connecting and closing the dots between the have and the have-nots. In regards to the technology, there is actually something that we're looking to do phase 2. We do not have that right now. Everything that we've been doing so far has been more so manual processes by leveraging different types of technologies online. But again, that is a concern that I have, and I would talk about phase 2. But again, I'm really focused on phase 1 right now, which is again how we get to the doorsteps. But I will also say that this is not an easy business to do in terms of allowing and helping people to get rid of things. So you got to be slightly naive and a little bit of a Steve Jobs mindset to move forward with this.
What was the impetus for getting into this type of business?
What was the
what caused you? What brought you to?
Oh, my why? Yes, I've had several whys. So I'm from Compton, and I specifically, always saw that people are in need. And the thing is, one, everybody can't afford to shop at Goodwill. Two, I have, at one point or another, I've been guardian over different teenagers where I needed things immediately. I didn't always have the resources to fund with them. And then three, I kept seeing the issue of, like when my grandmother passed and people pass, you have this emotional grief that you're trying to work through, or maybe, the funeral, and then you still have all these items. So it can continue to be a pain point for different people. And again, it really pushed me to see, okay, yes, clothes are one thing, but it's sometimes those things that are overwhelming, or God forbid, you need to do something, or you're like working in another state. So it's just many different reasons, but my why really goes back to, again, closing the loop between the haves and the have-nots.
Now, I don't know of any competition out there that you would have. Is there anyone that's doing something similar? Or?
So when you look at things in terms of e-commerce, like resale, there are definitely those. Those often focus on more so higher brand. In terms of, again, what Scoop is, it is really a hybrid of several different things. And there is not anybody doing what we're doing specifically. Again, I've got to be a little naive to do this, but I'm so excited. And when I hear people say, oh my God, it looks so much better, and just the convenience we provide, that's really what pushes me through. So right now in the market, even when I talk to people for business purposes, they're like, we have not heard of this before. So not quite, no.
How are you currently funded?
So I've been bootstrapping this. One thing is, before we started this month, we started, our scoops are costing too low in terms of cost, but now with them averaging a lot more, the biggest, we're actually able to make profit, but one thing is I actually sometimes rent the U-Haul, so that's really eating into my scoop cost, like right off the bat, which sucks, but gotta get the job done. So I'm at the tail end of bootstrapping it. The rest of the year I'm going to be doing friends and family round before I again focus on doing institutionalized raising next year.
Can I see your last slide one more time?
This?
Yeah. No, yeah. So see where. Can you talk through this just a little bit?
Yeah, so in terms of operations, you have the administrative team, you have scoopers that are needed. My goal is really to think of how do we do with a small team of 10, and this is more so factoring in that they are mostly 1099 currently, just in terms of when scoops are picking up. So keeping that in mind, as well as the technology, right now we are only a web app. That mock-up you see is our goal to have the actual mobile version. I'm pretty sure people are tired of the text notifications that they're currently getting right now from Scoop. Sales and marketing. So all the Scoop we've done, they've been specifically referrals only. And part of that is we cannot supply the demand that would come if things are actually marketed correctly. And so again, people, when they let stuff go, people have been thrilled to use our service. It's just like, how can we, meet that demand? And then in further product development, again, that goes back to the specific app, which would include the dashboard for the customer, as well as our internal dashboard to, again, track where everything is going and moving forward. Thank you, guys.